Imagine stepping outside, and the air itself is trying to kill you. No heat, no food, no shelter, just endless ice and something hunting you in the dark. Thousands of years ago, this wasn't a nightmare. This was Earth during the Ice Age. Temperatures dropped below -40 degrees. Entire landscapes froze solid. Food disappeared, and survival became almost impossible. Now here's the problem. Humans weren't built for this. No fur, no claws, no natural weapons. Compared to Ice Age predators, humans were weak. Woolly mammoths, saber-toothed cats, massive wolves. They had strength. They had protection. Humans had none of that. So logically, humans should have gone extinct. But they didn't. Not only did humans survive, they spread. They moved through frozen lands, crossed impossible distances, and kept going. How does a weak species survive the harshest time in Earth's history? This wasn't survival. This was something else. Because humans didn't fight the Ice Age the way animals did. They changed the rules. And once they did, everything changed. In the next part, you'll see the first secret that kept humans alive. And trust me, it wasn't strength. Humans didn't survive the Ice Age because they were strong. They survived because they adapted fast. When the world froze, humans didn't wait to evolve over thousands of years. They started changing in real time. And that's where the first secret begins. They learned to control fire, not just for heat, but for survival. Fire meant warmth. Fire meant protection. Fire meant time to think. Fire didn't just keep humans alive, it gave them an advantage. They used animal skins, turned them into clothing. They moved into caves, built early shelters. They stayed together, formed small tribes, individually weak, but together harder to kill. Now this sounds simple, right? Adapt, survive? But here's the problem. Animals adapted too. Mammoths had thick fur. Predators had strength. They were built for the cold. So if everyone adapted, why did most species disappear, but humans didn't? Because adaptation wasn't enough. Something else was happening, something animals couldn't do. Humans weren't just reacting to the environment, they were thinking ahead of it. In the next part, you'll discover the real weapon that changed everything. And no, it wasn't fire. Fire helped humans survive, but it wasn't their real advantage. The real weapon was inside their head. Because for the first time in Earth's history, a species wasn't just reacting, it was planning. Animals hunt based on instinct. They see, they chase, they attack. Humans? They observed, they waited, they planned. Other animals react. Humans predict. They didn't just hunt animals, they studied them, tracked their movement, understood their patterns, and attacked at the perfect moment. This wasn't strength, this was strategy. They created tools, sharp weapons, traps, coordinated attacks. They worked together, not like animals, but like a system. Humans weren't stronger, they were smarter together. And then came something even more powerful: language. With language, humans could share ideas, teach, warn, plan across generations. No other species could do that. One human learns something, 1,000 humans evolve. This changed everything, because now survival wasn't random anymore. It became controlled. But even this wasn't the final reason humans won. In the final part, you'll see how humans didn't just survive the Ice Age, they took control of the world. Humans didn't just survive the Ice Age, they used it to become something no other species ever did. Because while the world was freezing, most species were trying to survive. But humans, they were expanding. They moved across continents, into colder lands, harsher environments, places no species dared to go. While others were dying, humans were spreading. They didn't wait for the environment to change. They changed themselves for the environment. New tools, better strategies, stronger coordination. And slowly, something unexpected started happening. Large animals began disappearing. Predators lost control. And for the first time, humans were no longer prey. They went from hunted to the ones in control. This wasn't just survival anymore. This was dominance. The Ice Age didn't just test humans. It revealed what they were capable of. Adaptation gave them a chance. The brain gave them an edge. But their ability to learn, share, and evolve together, that changed everything. And that same system still controls your life today. Remember the question, how did humans survive something impossible? They didn't survive by being the strongest. They survived by becoming the smartest. And once that happened, the Ice Age didn't stand a chance. Imagine this for a second. The Ice Age didn't end because humans got lucky. It ended, and humans were still standing. But here's the deeper truth most people ignore. The Ice Age wasn't just a test of survival. It was a filter, a system designed to eliminate anything that couldn't adapt fast enough. And almost every species failed that test. Nature didn't care how strong they were. It only cared about one thing. Can you adapt or not? Because that same rule still exists today. You're not living in an Ice Age anymore, but you are living in a system that's changing faster than ever before. This system doesn't reward strength. It rewards awareness. It rewards speed. It rewards people who can learn, adapt, and move before others realize what's happening. The difference is not luck. It's not talent. It's how fast they adapt. Humans didn't become dominant because they were the strongest. They became dominant because they understood the system, and then they used it. And right now, you're in your own version of that system. Observe, learn, adapt, move. Because the people who figure this out early, they don't just survive, they win. The real question is, are you adapting fast enough to survive your own? If this made you think differently, then you're already ahead of most people watching this. Subscribe, because the next video might show you something that most people never realize until it's too late.
Alexandria is ashes, but the ink is in our veins. From the clockwork stars on a rusted bronze plate.